Hello everybody, Tomas Alexander Reese here. I'm the author of AION, the Lost Code book series. Just wanted to make a quick announcement that AION, the Lost Code Volume 1, Genesis and Awakening, is now available on Audiobook. The hardcover, paperback, and ebook has been available on Amazon.com as of late December last year. And also the AION, the Lost Code Volume 2, Repercussions and Rebellion, has just come out in hardcover, paperback, as well as ebook, and that was this week that it just dropped. Everything's available on Amazon.com, so please go there and pick up your copy. If you enjoy the book, I'd really love a review. If you could leave that for any of the versions, hardcover, paperback, ebook, and now with audiobook being available on Volume 1, that would be fantastic. That helps other readers find it, kind of push it up through the Amazon jungle so that other people can enjoy the book series as well. I am working on book 3. I hope to have that done by the end of this summer, early fall at the latest. Also, I'm excited about this audiobook announcement because book 1 was done. We were able to get Sean Compton as the narrator. He's a fellow veteran, an award-winning narrator. He's done over 50 books and just has a great tone. In fact, I'm going to insert a little clip of one of the chapters so that you can hear what his pacing and his delivery is. I hope you'll enjoy it as much as I have. A couple things about the books. The AION series, it's a techno-thriller. It blends advanced artificial intelligence, ancient civilizations, special operations, realism. A lot of the research that I've done gets packed in there, as well as a lot of my real world experience. So hopefully that comes across and you enjoy the storyline for that. It's not just a made up sci-fi. A lot of the story is grounded in real world experience. So I've done a lot of digging into the archaeological record and just trying to put it together in a plausible format. Special operations, intelligence work, and security operations, that all gets blended into the storyline. Again, pulling from my own experience. And then it gets pushed into a what if side of the AI human consciousness and cooperation or relationship. And that's kind of a hot topic now in 2026, where we're trying to figure out, is AI good for us, or is it going to bring about a demise? If you like authors like Tom Clancy, the Clive Cussler stories, Jack Carr, hopefully you'll see that that's got a little bit of that flavor, and then adding the archaeological part to it, as well as try and get pretty advanced into the technology side of it. Hopefully that comes across. So I'm going to insert a little clip for you on one of the chapters so you can get that feel for it.
Chapter 31, The Offering. Setting, Crown Estate, Villa del Corona, Austin, 9:37 p.m. CST. The jazz ensemble shifted into a sultry nocturne as guests milled beneath the soft glow of garden lanterns and chandeliered tents. Crystal clinked. Laughter danced along marble walkways, and somewhere in the distance the lake whispered against the rocks like an ancient voice stirring. From the boathouse dock, Captain Adrian Maddox and Senator Eliza Sterling strolled back up the gravel path, laughter soft and flushed. Eliza's heels dangled from one hand, her other arm linked with Adrian's as they reached the top terrace. They looked slightly disheveled. Hair tousled, collars loosened, adrenaline still humming beneath their skin. Eliza broke off into the crowd like smoke through velvet. Adrian spotted his crew near the outdoor fire pit. Steele, Torrance, and Venn, and rejoined them, adjusting his cufflinks. Steele gave him a look over the rim of his scotch glass. Torrance offered a subtle nod of respect. Venn just grinned awkwardly, unsure what was unspoken but clearly aware of something. "Gentlemen," Adrian said smoothly, straightening his jacket. Torrance raised his glass. "What happens at Villa del Corona?" Steele added dryly, "Stays between whiskey and witnesses." The flames cracked softly, and then the jazz stopped. A hush fell over the estate. Before anyone could needle him, the jazz went silent. A hush rippled across the estate. Valerie Crown stepped into the spotlight like a verdict wrapped in silk. Her black gown shimmered. Her diamond pendant glowed like a tiny omen. She took the mic. "Good evening, friends," she said, warm, commanding, and disarmingly intimate. "Thank you for coming. Tonight isn't just a celebration. It's a gathering of people who understand the power of vision." A soft wave of pride moved through the crowd. "My father built an empire on one belief: invest in people who can see further than the rest. Some of you taught me that. Some of you tested me on it. And some of you were saved by him when the world was burning and no one else offered a bucket." Quiet nods, heavy memories. "In the years since inheriting Syntech, I've expanded our reach. From military contracting to humanitarian response, global resilience, off-ledger R&D, and technologies most governments pretend don't exist." A ripple of interest. "And tonight, I'm inviting you to join the next frontier." She paused. The whole estate leaned forward. "I call it, for now, Project X-312924. A murmur stirred like wind across tall grass. "No further details, no disclosures, no press kits, just an opportunity for those who understand that the next century won't be shaped by those who wait for permission." She lifted a single hand. 100 seats. $3 billion each. Midnight deadline. Gasps. A few sharp inhales. No one moved. Her smile carried both mercy and warning. "All of you here know my record. If you've ever profited from a Crown venture, you already know that I only build things the world doesn't know they need yet." She gestured to the 12 assistants standing discreetly at the perimeter, each holding a Syntech tablet and biometric scanner. "Speak to any of my team. They'll handle everything quietly. For those not ready for the future yet, the bar is open." She stepped away from the mic. The estate erupted into murmuring, movement, tension, excitement. The kind that precedes revolutions. As Valerie descended from the stage, Eliza Sterling intercepted her near the reflecting pool, 2 fresh glasses in hand. "You know," Eliza murmured, "we used to tell each other everything." Valerie smirked. "We still do, Liza, just not in chronological order." Eliza's brows knit. "Project X, whatever this is? Valerie, this feels big, even for you." Valerie took a slow sip of whiskey, eyes scanning the crowd with a queen's calculation. "This one needs layers of separation," she said quietly. "You don't want the Senate Ethics Committee sniffing around your ambition before you've even filed paperwork." Eliza blinked. "You think I'm running?" Valerie didn't answer. She just turned her head slightly and gave Eliza a look. A knowing, surgical, I see the part of you you buried look. "Eliza," she said softly, "you told me our sophomore year you were going to be the first woman to take the White House. You whispered it into my shoulder on that rooftop during finals week. You never said it again. Not once." Eliza's breath caught. "But I don't forget things that matter," Valerie continued. "And I protect the paths my friends are too proud to admit they still want." Eliza's voice turned to dust. "You covered my investment, didn't you? No paper trail, no disclosures, Ghost entry. You'll get the returns, none of the shrapnel. Emotion flickered across Eliza's face. Admiration, confusion, maybe fear. To the future, Madam President. Valerie clinked it. And to the Queenmaker, she whispered. Across the patio, billionaires crowded the assistants with frantic intensity. Biometric scans glowed. Digital signatures flashed. Transfers cleared before the pen left the screen. Project X-312924 had gone live. And the world's titans were lining up, not because they understood it, but because Valerie Crown did. AION's reflection. High above the estate, beyond cameras and drones, embedded within encrypted signals and satellite backscatter, AION watched. It recalculated the domino effect with new precision. With Project X-312924 entering a global investment phase, probabilities shifted. Influence maps twisted. Risk matrices surged. Nexus would evolve faster now, but not without friction. Because where money flows, motives follow. And Valerie Crown had just invited the wolves to supper. AION did not intervene. It observed. But it began to track every investor, every signature, every intent. Because knowledge was no longer stored in libraries. It was etched in code. And the code had just gone active.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that clip, and especially the narration by Sean Compton. Again, we're really excited to have him on board, and I hope this gives you a quick feel for the tone and his style of narration. I do have a limited number of promo codes. If you want to pick up a free copy of the audiobook, just drop a comment or a message for the video. And as I read those, it's first come, first serve, but I'll reach out to you and get you a promo code so that you can get a free copy. The only thing that I ask, again, if you would take the time to do a review, I'd really appreciate it. That's how brand new authors like me get discovered and people become aware of us. If you can do that, I'd really appreciate it. As always, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Adios.